To you Libras out here. So for you Libras, you actually have the Two of Ariel, the perspective, and then you also have the Seven of Gabriel. So these three cards right here for you represent how you are in a particular situation where you 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 Libras, there's something. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's it's really interesting because I'm seeing that you Libras are in kind of like a spiritual battle between someone who has a huge ego and you. Um let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So the Two of Pentacles represents you and them, but it also represents the frustration, right? The idea that you and this person, this person does not refuse to stop trying to reach out to you. And like, you may have told them a couple of times, once or twice, that you do not want them, but yet they're all on your stories, they're watching you, they're calling your phone, they may even be texting. And the perspective and the Seven of Gabriel represents, you may have told them once or twice, but you generally do not reach back out to them at all. You don't say anything. You don't want them to get the idea that even, trying to be annoying is gonna get any form of attention out of you. So you Libras decide to say, okay, you're just gonna stay quiet. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna be over there doing what doing what you're doing, wherever you may be. If you get a text message from them, you will just not reply. Um, if you get a phone call from them, you won't answer the phone. Uh, and you're just being cool, calm, collected. But the thing is that the Seven of Gabriel speaks to how this person refuses to give up, right? And then the card, the King of Ariel, also came up. So this person is all over the place about this because they're all over the place because they with the way that these people are moving, you Libras can tell they do not know, their ego is a big problem. You Libras can tell everything you need to know about them. You know that their ego is a huge problem. Huge. Their ego is big because it's huge, it's humongous, because instead of them just come clean and just tell you Libras that they made a mistake from playing the game, and that, you know and be ready to be hurt, be ready to take a risk. Love is risky. Building trust with someone is not guaranteed, you know and downright, to some people, it's absolutely terrifying, it's scary. But at the same time, playing as if you want to save face and having this huge ego doesn't work. What do? They're trying to make it seem like they're still the cool one, and it's not working because they're the ones that's contacting you, reaching out to you, trying to find out at least what you Libras have got going on. And you Libras do not care because it's a situation where, for you Libras are very much so excuse me, enjoying your time, enjoying your life, living your life, right? And that's what's so wild about it. What's so wild about it is the fact that you as Libras, you're not you're not knocking on their door. They're beating down yours to get in, to stay there, to be with you, right? But the way that they're going about it is wrong. If they think that annoying you Libras and getting you You Libras. Now, generally, Libra is a zodiac sign. Generally, I'm not saying, because K Flock was a Libra, Charles DuBronx Oliveira is a Libra. Y'all can go. I'm not saying that y'all are some punks. I didn't say all that. Y'all can go. Y'all got to switch to y'all. But at the same, y'all got an anger switch to you. But at the same time, generally speaking, from what I've seen, right, my experience, Libras, cool, calm, ready to be all up in the face of other people, talking that slick talk that y'all talking, macking, doing what y'all doing. Okay, well, but it takes a lot to really get on the Libra's nerves. Well, this is what happened with this person. This person's on your nerves, but you just ignore them, and eventually they'll leave you alone. That's your mentality. But the Knight of Michael represents, you don't take it too personally. It does get annoying, but for this time, it may have gotten you on your nerves, because the King of Gabriel now, right, and the Eight of Raphael and the Three of Raphael represents, you may have let them know what it is fairly recently. That, look, you gave them an opportunity. They didn't want to take the opportunity. They wanted to waste your time. However they wanted to waste your time. Why should you Libras spend your time, your attention, right? Your attention to detail, your money, being romantic with them, courting them, getting to know them, taking them seriously? Why would you do that? Right? Like, they have to legitimately come up with a real answer as to why that is, because you Libras want legitimate answers. Why would you Libras, who are busy handling your business, doing what it is that y'all doing, why is it that you Libras would spend your time trying to cater to somebody who probably might not even have a job or a means of income? Why? Why? Why would you Libra spend your time doing that? And see, that was the calculations that I was talking about a few readings ago that you Libras was doing when you were thinking things over. And this is what it is that I be talking about when I say, why is it that so many people put up with so much trash in relationships? This is why a lot of people, using myself as an example, will call me and be and calling themselves, talking about how I'm disrespectful and all of this. And yeah, I can be. Am I super disrespectful? No, no, no. Um, can I be? Yeah. Uh, am I striving to be disrespectful? Nah, nah, nah. That's actually, um, getting smaller and smaller. The disrespect, that's getting smaller and smaller, because nowadays, when it is that people wild out, I go about my business. I'm like, it is what it is. Why? Because I understand what I'm capable of. You feel me? So I understand there's no point at this point. There's no point at this point, because, like, excuse me, there's no point for me at this point, because I don't even want to start beef. But that's the same scenario. Like, you Libras are out here doing what you doing. You making the world a better place for yourself. Why wouldn't you? Why shouldn't you? And yet this person is just like on your jacket, right? Like riding your coattails, trying to find out what you Libras got going on. And the reason why is because they know that they end up missing out on an opportunity with y'all playing stupid. And so you picked up you picked up, or you went to see them, and you asked them what's going on. And the Two of Raphael and the Queen of Michael, they finally was able to communicate that they care about you and that they want to be in a relationship with you. Finally, right? It all comes out, now they're able to articulate this. And see, sometimes this is how it is that a lot of my, not all, but this is how my readings used to go privately, because people will pay for 30 minutes, but the 30 minutes is spent based upon their ego. Their ego, decoding their ego, takes 30 or more minutes. And then so now their ego is like all over the place, right? Now, when I get off the phone with them, they feel like, okay, I shared too much information. Now I gotta do something to compensate for the fact that I shared too much information. And it's like, but that's why it is that you came to me for. You came to me to overshare so that I can essentially help you. Duh, ha, ha. That's literally the point, right? So what I'm saying here is that that's essentially what happened to you, Libras. This person, it was about their ego at first, and sometimes, I don't want to sound wild, but sometimes it takes a little bit of a little bit of experience or a person going through something for them to speak freely because people's egos are attached. Most of the times people come in the door with their ego first, then they physically come in the door, right? So this is why it is that they say there's a saying that says check your ego at the door, or your ego stays here at the door, meaning don't come in with your ego, right? Don't have your ego precede you where it's about this, right? Especially like like gyms, like boxing gyms or like gyms in general. It'll sometimes it'll have things like, oh, check your ego at the door, because if you enter into an MMA ring or a wrestling ring or a boxing gym or whatever, you're gonna lose sparring matches sometimes. But it's like if you think that you should always win because you're on a good winning streak, like you got to give yourself some slack, because these are people that literally watch your tendencies and what it is that you like to do with what, literally all the time. When you check in and they check in to the gym, y'all are there scoping each other out and seeing what y'all like to do with what and what, and your tendencies. Now I'm saying all that to say this is what had to happen with this person. This is how big their ego was. It took all of this for them to finally be able to admit, like, they want you. Took you giving them a piece of your mind, asking them what's up, really, confronting them for them to be able to finally admit they want you. That's why it is that they're moving like that. So let's clarify the Queen of Michael. King of Cups, the Chariot, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, and then you Libras have the Devil card, right? To clarify the Queen of Swords. So the King of Cups and the Chariot was you Libras pretty much, you did your thing, because you Libras pretty much did what it is that you were supposed to do. And this is what got the actual truth out of the person. They want you to be around. They want to be in a relationship with you. But the problem that they're having with you is that they wanted to save face. They wanted to make it seem like they in control of the situation and whatnot. Like a lot of the times, like, let me give you an example. Like a lot of the times when you'll see people like going with somebody else, what they're doing is they're trying to get attention from the person that they're with. But the person is such a goofball, regardless of who it is on either side, regardless of whatever you're into. The person who's getting used in that sense to make the other person jealous is such a goofball, they won't accept that. So they just thinking to themselves, well, as long as the romantic fun is coming, I'm okay with that. But they'll allow themselves to be used like pawns and discarded and thrown away and treated like whatever, right? So this person tried to have people, you know what I mean, tried to date other people. They can't get you Libras out of their head. They can't do it. And you Libras did what it is that you needed to do. You didn't play a game. You just asked them, what is going on? Why are they reaching out to you to the degree that they are? Like, they didn't want you, remember? And what happened? The Eight of Swords, right? With no ego. Six of Swords and a Devil card. Six of Swords is, well, now they want you. Now they're making it clear they do want you. They do want you, right? They do want you. And see, the Devil card now represents, do you want them? Is the $64 million question. Let's continue to pull some cards. The Four of Swords, the Empress. Again, you know, Four of Swords and the Empress. Do you want them? Four of Swords, they're willing to drop everything and be in a relationship with you Libras right now. The Empress is about you Libras telling them no, you know, not right now. You may have to think about it. Like, this is what happens when people like to play stupid games. This is what I keep saying. They win stupid prizes. The whole time they spend so much time trashing a person, right? You're not good. You Libras are no bueno, right? Whatever issue they may have had. Then when you Libras go, fine, it is what it is. Let me leave you alone. It's not a problem. I'll go on about my business. Now you call their bluff. Now it's a matter of, oh, you Libras actually weren't playing around. No, you weren't. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. And officially, starting today, I'm going to actually put ads back into my videos in the middle, right? I have them at the beginning, but I'll put them in the middle because YouTube keeps telling me that, you know, YouTube wants me to put ads in the middle. Here's the thing, YouTube, and I want YouTube to hear what it is I'm saying with these videos, right? YouTube, I'm in a little bit of a situation with y'all because just a little, not much, but a little bit. And the reason why is because I'll make videos. I'll have the video have an ad in the middle of it, right? Or during, right? During the video, right? And then I won't get as much views as I could. And see, now YouTube, it's a catch-22 where what I realize is if I don't have ad rolls in the middle of the video, but just at the beginning, I tend to get more views on average. However, if I do have ad rolls, I'm talking about just one in the middle of the video or in the video, I may not necessarily get a whole lot of views. Here's the thing, YouTube. Which one do you want it to be? Which one? Pick a side, because this is why I was trying to tell. This is why I've been saying to you, YouTube, that you have to make everything fair for people to come up, not your chosen individuals. Because the truth is, if you want money, if you want the two of us, meaning myself and y'all, to make money, I was on a good streak. Here's the thing though, I don't move up very quickly if I have ads in the middle of the video. I don't get as many subscribers. So this is why I keep telling y'all, I need the views and the subscriptions and the which will get you the cash. If I can move up and it does not impact the high amount of views, the higher amount of views that I'm getting while having an ad in the middle of the video, you and I can make money. But you can't have it both ways. You can't stagnate the growth of the channel if I have an ad in the middle of it, and at the same time still have me make a lot of cash, because the lack of people subscribing and watching the videos will result in lower revenue. So pick which one pick which one, YouTube, y'all want. If you want me to get the money so you can make money off of my ads, off of these videos too, okay, then you need to stop stagnating the channel. I need to have the ad in the middle of the video and still get the same amount of views or more and still grow. No exceptions. Otherwise, you ain't going to be making money like that. Neither am I. But the differences is I still have subscribers that still come through and get readings from me. So pick which one you want. I'm going to put the ad in the middle of the video. YouTube, y'all decide which one y'all want for yourselves, y'all.